All right, Kelsey, thank you so much. And the first event to take place today begins in about an hour. Thanks to relaxed COVID-19 restrictions, hundreds are expected to attend a Sunrise Remembrance Ceremony. 13 Next News anchor Dave Corvassier is live right now at the Clark County Government Center where the event will be held. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, Kalina. As you can see, they're preparing here. They've done sound checks and they're preparing the video. There will be speakers here today. They're expecting at least 250 people at the downtown government amphitheater. It should be a wonderful remembrance and a start to the day of many remembrances. I have a quick analogy for you. For those of my generation, you ask them where they were on the day that John F. Kennedy was shot, and they would tell you exactly what they remember. I asked that sort of question to our mayor, Mayor Goodman, where she was, what she was thinking on that fateful day 3 years ago when she heard about the shooting, and here's our conversation.
I can feel it like it was last week. You don't forget it.
The night of 1 October saw Mayor Goodman at UMC, comforting patients and their families, and trying, like all of us, to get her head around what had just happened.
And so the magnitude and then the information coming out, it was just...
Now, 3 years later, in her office, Mayor Goodman is showing me a new commemorative book chronicling the healing garden that became the focus of the community to remember the victims and to deal with the senselessness of the tragedy.
The response of the community, but everybody wanted to, there's a need to feel you want to touch something, feel something. This is tragic. And so out of it came the healing garden, 400 people, 4 days straight, just building this wonderful place of peace and serenity and the people and the faces.
And the memorial is expanding to include a nearby storytelling garden for families to share more about their loved ones.
The garden that came out of the love, the touch, the adoration of this community and wanting to be a part of it.
3 years hasn't extinguished the remembrances, but it's enough time that 2020 has made Las Vegas a profoundly different place than 2017. I asked the mayor if lessons learned from 1 October had prepared us any better for the coronavirus.
You know, Dave, we're obviously in this pandemic and racial issues and so many people with such angst and anger, and I look at that and I think of Las Vegas because we have been recognized again and again for being one of the most diverse of cities. And we're a family, and that whole move to surround.
Her wish is that people would respond to any crisis with love and respect.
We love each other, we respect each other, we work together, and we come together for the common good.
Healing and hope. That's the message from all of the ceremonies that we'll be covering today to remember October 1st, 2017, as well as this one that we'll be covering at 7 o'clock this morning, starting at the County Government Center Amphitheater. We'll be here covering it live, and you can watch it on Channel 13 live and online. For now, back to you, Kalina.